Alright, I'm going to have a bit of an unboxing. I bought a new chop saw, Evolution S380 CPS, and it just arrived. I'm going to try to get it set up here on this temporary table, but I need to set it up with a stop because I have to make repetitive cuts. So I'm going to have to build some kind of a stop block for it. Couple of blade supports, chip tray, wood block, a lot of static electricity. Good looking saw. Grab something to cut those tie wraps with. Comes with a 10-foot long extension cord. Plate lock in the back. Has a 14-inch Evolution steel cutting blade on it. It's a cool cut. Looks pretty good. Got a couple of spots here to be able to mount it to this table. So I'm going to set up and drill some holes for that. Alright, chip tray slides in from the back. There's an Allen wrench stored in the front and just a half turn little clip to hold that in place. Has a 10-foot long cord, which should come in very handy. So one of the first things I want to do is check to make sure that the blade is square with the fence. So I'm taking a square, bringing the blade down, and it's not square. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Okay, I've got the fence loose, the pin is up. I'm going to slide it back until the pin drops, which is right there. Now, using my square against that fence, you can see the gap at the front of the blade. If I pull the pin on it so that I can adjust this fence again, I'm going to adjust it. Very difficult to do one-handed here. That's just about perfect. And if you look, at the scale, it's sitting at about 1 degree. There's the pin. So from where this is actually lining up with square, about right there, for the pin to be in the right position to drop, it's back there. Well, I've got a call into Evolution, waiting for them to call me back to discuss how we might be able to fix that problem with the pin. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and drill some holes in my table. So I'm marking out the 4 slots for mounting. And I'm just going to drill into the table and mount it straight to the table here. I'm just looking to see what size hardware I can use. 3/8 bolt won't fit through. It's a 5/16, which also won't fit through. Looks like 1/4 inch will be about right. I'm going to have to use a washer though, because it's just a bit small for the slot and a little bit longer than those. That's a cut with the saw setting in its pin. Definitely not square. Perfect. And that's about a half a degree off on the pin. Not very good cut at all. Let's try that one again. Looks like it caught the blade on the way out. Much better. All right, I've completed a little bit of a stop system. I just installed a piece of angle iron that I had. I bolted it to the table temporarily, did drill a hole through the saw. Guess I voided my warranty. And I'm going to use a machinist clamp as my stop. I can go back and forth with that. Longest piece I need to cut is 41 inches long, and I've got the angle iron about 48, so should be plenty. And it actually floats over my table saw, so it works right here if I wanted to use it inside the shop, but I believe I'm going to set up outside to do most of my cutting. So Evolution called me back, took a couple of days, but I'm sure that's because of COVID. I asked them to send me a additional fence, thinking that the fence casting may have been what was out of square. They were prompt and sent that to me. Got it and compared the fence casting with my original, and it's exactly the same. So the casting is actually not the problem. The problem is the two holes that are drilled in the base, which aren't movable. So the solution for me was I set up the original fence in my mill and removed about 85 thousandths from the right side. And now I can use it in the pin slot and it registers square.